Hey guys, Chris King here again from Able Spectrum. Welcome back. This is episode 2 on my channel. This one is about a topic that's special to me, WCAG. That stands for the Web Content Accessibility Guidelines. Are you ready? Let's get going. Web standards are the building blocks of the consistently connected digital world. They are implemented in browsers, blogs, search engines, and other software that powers our experiences on the web. Now, diving into WCAG a little bit more. WCAG, there's many different rules, and because there's so many, it makes it easier to divide it into categories. The categories are perceivable, operable, understandable, and robust, which form the acronym POUR, P-O-U-R. So to have a website that's accessible, you need to fulfill the perceivable element, the operable, understandable, and robust. So perceivable, the first one, obviously relates to perception. So the way you perceive things, and we perceive using our senses such as sight, touch, smell, etc. So you want to have a website that is perceivable. Many people cannot see. That's a common disability across the globe due to various sight-related impairments. Operable. Obviously, you want to be able to use the website, operate it. So everyone uses often different tools to operate a website. The standard ones are usually mouse and keyboard. Mouse sort of being the default. Lots of people use mouse and keyboard in concert with one another to get all the functionality you need. Some people, due to mobility impairments, might not use a mouse. Maybe they have tendonitis or some pain there, and they may only use a keyboard. A keyboard is a great way to test a website because it's kind of the default input mechanism, and a lot of other technologies output the same data that a keyboard might. So by testing with the keyboard, you're ensuring your website is mostly operable. So before moving on to the next section, I just wanted to give you a little example of what an operable web page looks like. Because most people use a mouse to navigate web pages, it's important to check that your web page also works with a keyboard. So you try putting your mouse aside for a bit. Use the tab key on your keyboard, as that's one of the primary keys keyboard users will use. Basically what it does is it will jump between hyperlinks on your web page in doing that. The first one typically is a skip to content link, which when you select it allows the user to skip past the navigation elements that are repeated often on different pages, and move right into the content. If I continue to hit tab, you will see a little outline around the hyperlinks. So that's a good way of demonstrating that your web page is operable. Next you have understandable. Now, understandable, obviously, if you can understand this, you can understand the importance of being understood. So there's different criteria in that. The first one you can see here, you have, for example, language of page. If you have a web page in English, you want to make sure that in the HTML code, that page is coded as being an English page so that, for example, assistive devices can read your web content in the proper language. Finally, robust. Robust has more to do, I think, with device and different form factors. For example, laptops, the huge variety of smartphones out there today. It's important that your website be able to work with that huge range of technology. So by having a robust website, you're fulfilling the requirements of that category. So that is POUR in a nutshell. So that's all I have for today's episode. I hope you found this information helpful and that inspires you to make your web content more accessible.
Remember, accessibility isn't just a legal requirement, it's a commitment to creating more inclusive websites for everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more content on accessibility, design, and life. If you have any questions or topics you'd like me to cover in future episodes, leave a comment below. Thanks for watching. See you next time.